Hey and hello there everyone, welcome back to the Strike Streams, where I, a voice actor, am on strike. You guys know this, it's been over 6 months. How are we doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Stream Elements bot is up and running, good to know. I don't know why sometimes it does that and sometimes it doesn't. But how are we doing? Oh, Miss Wannykins! It's currently snowing here and you might be leaving work early depending on how bad it gets. Interesting. Well, I hope it's, I hope it's like the weather is fun but not dangerous. Like whimsical weather is like a cool thing, but when it's like dangerous to travel and stuff, that's when it's like less fun. Sorry, my phone just had a really weird thing. I don't know if it still has it. Oh, okay, no, that was weird. All the icons from my home screen had gone, and I was a bit like, oh, how am I going to get my spreadsheet up? But luckily I could do the thing where you can like swipe up from the bottom and bring up like all your apps kind of thing, like the all apps menu. And luckily that worked, and now the home icons are back and yeah, whatever. Oh, I did not delete the spreadsheet. Okay. Anyway, Bark. How are we all doing today? Happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are doing well outside of Miss Wannykins. How are you all doing? Your little Fiat drives okay in the snow, so you'll be fine. Just annoying. Looking at 5-star cumulative, apparently. Ooh, okay. I'm going to get the game going. You have a little Fiat. Now, is it a Fiat 500, or is it a different kind of Fiat? A different kind of little Fiat? That is the question. Anyway, Buck. Let's say hi to some people. So, Darkness, my old friend. Hello. So, Darkness, hi. Miss Wannykins, hi. Cheese, hi. Sky, hi. Sorry, I used to always say Skywatcher, hi, but now it's just Sky, hi is kind of funnier. Kieran, hi. Cheese, hi. Xander, hi. And Stream Elements, hi. And Cuba, hi. Lovely to see you all. I am doing pretty well. Oh, and then you beat the second boss in Shadow Generations the other day. Ooh, I have to remember all the different bosses. Because I can't remember. Oh no, I think I know which one the second one is. Because it's just whether I have the order right. Like, I think I do have all the bosses in my head. It's just whether I have the order right. So I won't say anything out loud. But that's cool. Nice. Okay. So, guys, we are now into our phase where we're trying to do 5 Dynamax Adventures, so we'll do things nice and quickly and stuff like that. Number 1, if you haven't, please click like on the video. Number 2, please make sure you are watching live. I know I always say it, but it's always important. So please just always check before playing that you are watching live. I'm going to try and say it a bit more throughout the streams as well. Like, make sure you got the YCOM, make sure you're watching live, that kind of thing. I'm going to try and throw it in a bit more. And then, finally, if you are, oh, Weiss, hi. And then, if you are interested in playing, you are around and able to play, and you would like to play, then please hold your horses, may all horses be held until that most magic of phrases is said. And then, here we go. But yeah, no. So, here's what we're going to do. My tickets, as you guys know, and as they have been for a couple of weeks now, like, I think it's been, like, over 2 weeks, hasn't it? We've got Lugia, we've got Mesprit, and we've got Blacephalon. Those are my 3 tickets. We're going to aim to do 2 wild cards as long as we're nice and efficient. But those are my 3 ones, and we'll work through those first. So here's what you're going to do. Well, actually, no, you guys know this as well. But we're going to do the good old-fashioned strike I can do. And you're going to let me know who you can do out of those 3 Pokemon. Lugia, Mesprit, and Blacephalon. Ready, set, bow. So let me know what you can do. And then we'll add you to the spreadsheet. And then we'll take it from there. So, Weiss can do Lugia and the Clown. Whoa, a wild Kramin is entering names into the spreadsheet. Unless it's Xander. But I'm pretty sure it's Kramin. Okay, so hang on. Let me look at everyone, and then we'll try and figure this out. We've got a lot of Lugias and Blacephalons today. But then we do Kiba is like an I can do any, so that's pretty good. And Sky is like also Mesprit. And then Cheese is like a Mesprit and Blacephalon. So actually, maybe I've got to focus more on the Lugias first. Darkness, you got to unlock Dynamax Adventures first before you can join. But yeah, luckily the nice thing is you can do it like within an hour of a save file, but obviously it does still take like a little bit of time to do. So now, so it's currently 2:09, but I'm getting all the 2:07s, 2:08s, 2:09s come in. Okay, yeah. So it wasn't actually OBS crashing. It was actually just the internet disconnected. Like even my roommate lost connection. So can you hear me now? Thank you for the emojis and stuff, by the way. I mean, they're unnecessary because obviously they all came in after we're back. But anyway, we're back. Okay. So we will need to get back into the game. Sorry, yeah, we just had like a flat out internet disconnection there rather than like an OBS crash. So, but yeah, anyway. Okay. So, but anyway, Buck. Okay, so here's what we were going to do. I need to scroll back and look at everyone. Oh, the cat's going nuts as well. Oh my gosh. So hang on. Yeah, I'm going to have to deal with the cat in a sec because he's really misbehaving. Let's get, like, say... Hang on. Okay, why don't we get, like, Weiss... Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have Weiss, Sky, and Kieran, right? So, like, Weiss, Sky, and Kieran... Well, then maybe... this might not be the best idea, actually. Maybe I shouldn't have had... Actually, no. No, not Sky. Let's get, like, Kiba. And then... No, hang on. I need people who can do, like, Mesprit and Blacephalon. But that's only, like, 2 people. Oh, how am I going to do this? Okay, hang on. No. Actually, no. Right, hang on. No, I'm going to stick with my original plan. Hang on. Okay, so Weiss... Yeah, I need people who can do Mesprit and Blacephalon in Team 2. Okay, sorry. Okay, so here's what I've got. I figured this out. So I wasn't able to, like, look at the chat or anything either whilst we were waiting. Oh my gosh, the cat is going absolutely nuts. I'm going to have to deal with him because he's misbehaving so badly. I've got Team 1, Weiss, Kieran, and Skywatcher, and then for Lugia. And then Team 2, I've got Kiba and Cheese. But, like, I've then got, like, Kiba and Cheese. We'll decide whether it's for Mesprit or Blacephalon, depending on whoever comes in. Oh, Shibertooth is here. Hello, welcome. So, like, if Shibertooth can do Mesprit, we'll do Mesprit. If, like, Kevin's here, which Kevin is now, then we could do Blacephalon. But we'll figure it out in, like, a second. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Internet. Imagine doing a weekly boss and suddenly your internet dies in the middle. Oh my gosh. Oh, that must be stressful. Okay. Anyway, Buck. So Shibertooth hi, Kevin hi. If the two of you are around... Oh, I think Shibertooth can do Mesprit, right? If Shibertooth can do Mesprit, then if the spreadsheet actually works, then we will put Shibertooth in Team 2 and Kevin in Team 3. Okay, so Team 1, Lugia, Weiss, Kieran, and Sky, please get ready. Team 2, Mesprit, Kiba, Cheese, and Shibertooth, stand by, and Kevin stand by, and then we should be good. Sorry, we were like doing so well on time, and then that disconnect has messed everything up. Okay, so we're going to connect to the Wycom. Make sure that you are also watching live, please. That's very, very important. And then, does anyone have any Valentine's plans? I will be right here at Beauvo Games doing my Friday... is it Friday stream? Like, because it is this Friday, right? So I'll be doing my Friday stream, Valentine's stream, so there you go. And it's Kieran's teacher's birthday! Okay, so we're connected to the internet. We're watching the video live, hopefully. We're going to do a Dynamax adventure. We're going to say anything goes, but I'm going to say Lugia. Oh, guys, if you have not clicked like on the video, could you please click like on the video? It's very, 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 very important. Yeah, a bunch of people came late today. So, if you haven't liked the video, right, 0211, 0213, that is the, that's the code. Okay, so here we go. Anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, I'm sorry, just as a final reminder, so this is Kieran, Weiss, and Sky. Yeah, thank you, Xander. Xander, king of hammers and crab cake popsicles. No, actually, cheese is kind of like, in addition to being, it's sort of like cheesy crab cake popsicles. Okay, so Lugia is weak to dark, ghost, electric, ice, and rock. You guys know this. Steel is very good defensively, and if we can get any of those stat-lowering moves, your metal sound, screeches, acid sprays, and whatnot, then that's good as well. I'm going to go for Swampert just because it is an all-round good Pokemon, and it does have Blizzard, more like a wizard. So yeah. Cramorant does technically have Throat Chop. I will just say Kingler is a pretty good all-round Pokemon, and we could always just have a Rain team, because if you do all have a Pokemon of the same type, and you... although Glalie pretty good as well, but basically, if you have a Pokemon all of, like, the same type, you can get a lot accomplished. Oh, was there a Relicanth on the left? We like Relicanth here at Bovio Games. Okay, we got Relicanth on the left. That's pretty nifty. And then, what do we have? Oh, Charger Bug. We could just beat we could just do something like Charger Bug because it's easy. And then there is a Rotom. So we could do something like... We could do something like the Relicanth and the Rotom. And we could have them instead of, like, Copperaja and Kingler. I know we had Glalie, but Glalie's actually not that great because it's only got Ice Fang, and Max Hailstorm is definitely one of the weaker options. Or like, inferior options as far as, max moves go. But yeah. Okay. Right, I'm gonna go big, and I'm gonna Earth Power. Oh, Earth Power, the move I adore. Right, here we go. So, oh, I did fill up my water bottles. Yay! Yay for me planning ahead. Don't you just love that when you're like, oh, my past self thought of this? When you, like, apply for visas and green cards, and you, like, find old screenshots and articles and things that you kind of need to gather, like, when you find out your past self did indeed do the things you hoped they did, it's so nice. Right, here we go. Throat Chop. Kingler's using Dig, quick before the hyena come. Right, see ya, Kingler. Oh no, it's using Max Geyser. Show me Potato Geyser. Or maybe don't, because we don't want this to hit us. No, hang in there, Copperaja, who doesn't have very good defenses. They're only 69, which is not nice. Is it 69? I think it was 69. Because I was like, that's not nice. Okay. Okay. Kevin, for me, I more curse my past self for giving me more work. Well, that's a thing as well, actually, where you're like, come on, please, please, please say I did that. No, Bo, why didn't you do that? That's true as well, actually. That's very true. Okay. Right, Cramorant's using Dive, quick before the hyena come. And then Dig, quick before the hyena come. Actually, no, sorry. Dive is quick before the piranha come. And then Dig is quick before the hyena come. Okay. Oh, defense down. Boo. Boo. Okay. Kadoosh. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. Okay. I don't know who we want to switch for the Relicanth. Who is the final one we were going to have as well? Was it like Electric or Ghost or Dark or... Because basically we're going to be going up against Charger Bug next. I actually think Copperaja should go, because like I think Copperaja just isn't very good. I feel like it was... Oh, Rotom. It was Rotom, wasn't it? Rotom. Yeah, Rotom. Yeah, and Copperaja doesn't have a whole load of health either, so I think I think a Relicanth for Copperaja could be a good thing here. Because then we got Charger Bug and Rotom. Although the only thing about Rotom, is that it is going to be hard to take on with an all-electric team, is the thing. But there is Hitmontop, and there is that a Linoon? But I think it's just a Kanto Linoon, not a... If it was a Galarian Linoon, we could, like, take it, and it would be the better thing. But unless what we want to do is, unless we want to just fight the Linoon because it's easy, and just say, oh, screw it, we don't really need the, screw it, we don't need to have, like, a Rotom on our team. Because we don't really need to have Rotom on our team. That is a thing we could consider. Because Rotom's good against, like, Kingler and Cramorant and Relicanth is the thing. And we don't really have anything super effective against it, because we have, like, Cramorant with Throat Chop is the thing. I'm sorry if there's a Kanto version of Hoenn Linoon. Did I say Cantonian? But yeah. But Hoennian and Galarian. And I never really know how to, like, Hoennian. I don't know if that is the official phrase or not. But yeah. Swampert has Earth Power. Yeah, but Rotom has Levitate. So, it's kind of useless. I think we just want to set up the water here and go with, like, water moves. And then that'll be good. Yeah, Rotom has the Levitate ability. It doesn't just levitate in the animation. That's why the, Fan Rotom is, like, so pointless, because there's an electric flying type Rotom that has the ability Levitate. It's so pointless. There was only one time, I think, where that was, like, kind of relevant for, like, there was like a 7-star raid in Scarlet and Violet where I was like, if you specifically have the flying type Rotom, it'll be really good. And I think it was because it was a flying type with Levitate. It was like the one time where that's, like, useful. But yeah, not in Legends Arceus, no, because in Legends Arceus they don't have abilities, which is one of the reasons I'm not that fussed about that game, because I think abilities are one of the best things that Pokemon has ever introduced, and to get rid of them is kind of like... For like, Let's Go, I think it was fine, because for Let's Go, it was more like a, let's just make, like, a bit more basic Pokemon game, but, you know, I didn't mind it too much, and it only had, like, 150 Pokemon in it. Like, it's fine. It kind of was a bit more like the OG games or something like that. Whereas with Arceus, there sort of, in some ways, there wasn't really any reason to get rid of them, other than to introduce a new battle system, which was just not as good anyway. So, yeah, but I think abilities are one of the best things that Pokemon has ever introduced. I think that they make battle so interesting. I think they add so much dimension to the Pokemon's, like, personality and characteristics. You could not have, like, a Pokemon like Morpeko without its ability. You couldn't have a Pokemon like Slacking without its ability, or Regigigas, or, you know, like, there are just so many Pokemon who are, like, synonymous with their abilities. Kecleon, Castform, Zorua, and Zoroark. We could switch Cramorant for Charger Bug and Dairy, but, Cats are fancy. You're on a break at work and you hope you're all well. Thank you so much. If anyone is just joining and you haven't clicked like on the video yet, please click like on the video because it does just help out so much. And then, but yeah, so what do we want to do here? Do we want to do Rotom or do we want to go for Linoon? Rotom or Linoon, Rotom or Linoon, Rotom or Linoon? I actually think we might just want... Oh, there are berries. Oh, I'm going for the Linoon because of the berries. But yeah. I think we should just take the easy path here. Now, the only thing... Okay, I do have a suggestion here, and it's... Let's not have Relicanth Dynamax. I know this sounds weird. If we have Kingler Gigantamax here, right, I promise you that could be a better thing, because it means I could Dynamax against Lugia, and I could set up the Rain. Because Kingler can't set up Rain, don't forget. Its Gigantamax form doesn't do that. And Relicanth can just use Head Smash, which is, like, more powerful anyway. So... Well, unless you want to save a PP on Head Smash. But basically, I think, like, bypassing Relicanth for now and letting Kingler do a Gigantamax is, like, the better thing. Oh, Regigiga's still having a slow start and PLA sucks. And see, that kind of adds... Because, yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention, Regigigas does still have its ability in Legends Arceus. But that's the thing. Even they knew that, like, oh, wait, abilities are, like, so important, we're gonna have to, like, program in an ability for this one Pokemon. Ooh, we're being bold and brash with the old, superpower there. Right, liquidation. But yes. So there we go. Right. Oh, and Kingler just weakened itself before Dynamaxing. Oh, well, it doesn't matter too much. But here we go. I actually think the bubbles might be, like, the strongest move Kingler has, but you'll have to do the maths and figure it out. 2, 4, 6, 8. Ooh, what are we getting pumped? Are we getting pumped? Are we getting pumped? We're getting pumped. Yeah, Regigigas is fast. It's just the slow start ability is the only thing. That's what's so funny about it. That it actually is like a quick and powerful Pokemon. It's just that it just has the ability. But yeah. Right, here we go. Cookie. Saving the PP for Lugia. That's fine. That's fine. Right, here's the Max Knuckle. Mullica Max Shuckle. Kadej. I feel like there was something... Oh, yeah. I was originally today going to talk about the new schedule, but then I ended up kind of doing that at the end of yesterday's stream anyway. For those who don't know, I have altered the schedule, and to cut a long story short, because a lot of you were here yesterday, I'm not going to be doing Saturday streams anymore. I know that Saturday streams were like the OG ones before I started streaming 5 or 6 times a week. But yeah, I'm going to be cutting down to 5 times a week. Shivertooth, you just cookie to yourself at the exact same time. That's really funny. But yeah. So I don't think we want Lugia. I think we're good with this team that we have. And it's like, I'll set up the Rain, and then basically we can just use water move. Well, Relicanth wants to use Head Smash for sure, but everyone else actually wants to just use their water moves, including Cramorant. Even though Cramorant has the Throat Chop, we actually want Cramorant to use Dig, quick before the hyena come, because it'll actually be alright. No way you called Linoon Lugia. Did I call Linoon Lugia? No, I don't want Lugia. I want shiny Lugia. Nice recovery bow. Okay. Right. It's Linoon. Oh, dang it. Right, here we go. And did I say dive? Yes, I mean dive. Because dive on Cramorant, once we have the rain up, it'll do a load more damage. And, yeah. Okay. Anyway, I think we're good here. Sorry, I've just said about 9 different words wrong in, like, a sentence, but... Okay, there we go. So, here we go. Quick Claw. Oh, yes, this is why I got the Quick Claw. So I'm going to set up the rain in Spain, mostly on the plains. Don't worry, it's mostly on the plains. But yeah, anyway, Buck, did I do the schedule or did Nightbot? Yeah, so basically, I'm still going to be doing Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And we're going to be try and do 5 Dynamax Adventures each time, at least for the next month or so, okay? But yeah, I'm going to be dropping the Saturdays, and then Sunday I'm pushing back like half an hour. Okay, that did barely anything, which is a little bit annoying. Okay, here's the extra sensory. Don't you dare, Lugia. Don't you dare. Right, here's the dive. Quick before the hyena comes. Right, Crab Hammer. Critical hit in the rain, please. Nope, just a regular hit. Right, here's the head smash. Kadoosh. Okay, very nice. And then now that the rain is up, we should be doing way more damage. And if Kingler can get a crit, because like Crab Hammer has a high critical hit chance, then that'll be like even better. Right, here's the dive. Cramorant now has the Barraskewda in its mouth, or the Arrokuda. It's like, oh no, head smash missed. Right, here we go. Wow, that did nothing, and we're all out of ideas. Right, here we go. By the power of Grayskull, okay, we were only like halfway through, but that's fine. I think we'll do a load more damage here. It's fine. Okay, it's doing some nullifying. Okay, that's annoying, but it's fine. Okay, right, here's Dragon Pulse. Right, Cramorant's hiding quick before the hyena come. Oh, come on! What is it with all these moves missing? Oh my gosh! No! Okay, well there's my Dynamax over. That sucks. Lugia is getting desperate. I mean, we're getting pretty desperate, to be honest. Right. Oh no, in the Whirlpool. Ugh. Don't worry, if we all just, like, hit our moves this time, like, it will be fine. I'm going to be doing less damage now, but I was always more of, like, the setter-upper. But okay. Oh, no, wait, has Relicanth run out of Head Smash now? Oh, crud. Well, Liquidation will still do a good amount, though, because it's raining, so it's fine. Oh, for the love of Nelly. 90 accuracy. If you have 90 accuracy and you miss twice, that's a 1% chance of a miss. So, okay. Ugh, even stronger. Right, here we go. Dive. I don't think having Rotom would have helped us that much. I mean, it would have hit more than Kingler, I guess, but... Liquidation. Right, defense down. No, okay, that's fine. Oh, Kingler's dead, because just... Oh, crud. Okay, that is our third life. Dang it. Right, I'm going to cheer you on. I'm going to give you, like, the best cheer ever. And then we'll win this. It'll be fine. I don't know if Cramorant wants to use Dive or, like, Throat Chop this time. I legit don't know. Throat Chop probably is a bit better now, but we'll have to see. Yeah, Kingler got a crit. Yeah, Kingler got a crit when it tapped. Yeah. So, Kieran, yeah, I think Throat Chop now as well, because the rain will end now. 2, 4, 6, 8. What are we getting? Oh, come on. Oh, God, we're getting pumped. Oh, why couldn't Kingler have gotten pumped? Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. It's feeble. I can tell that's feeble. Right. Oh no. Oh no. No. Lugia, no. No. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is stressful. Oh no. And now we lose the water boost. Oh, our precious. Oh, but the fish. And defense is down. Yes, the fish, guys. We're gonna win because of the fish. That's why we use dive. Yes. So the MVP is an Arrokuda. The fish! Well done, everyone. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. The fish! The fish! Yes! Oh my gosh, fish! Oh my gosh, if that is not worth a like and a subscribe, I don't know what is. I guess we've kind of learned a lesson here today. Having like non-super effective teams, but where you're like still kind of powered up and have synergy, isn't really that good if the Pokemon is really bulky. It only works on like things that are kind of neutral or frail to begin with. So we'll keep that in mind. Right, Relicanth is a no. Charjabug is a no. Linoon is a no. But will we get not a Linoon, but the Strawberry Nesquik No! Oh, that would have been a good one to get a Lugia on as well. That would have been a good final Lugia. But the journey continues. Relicanth, no sparkles. Charjabug, no sparkles. Linoon, no sparkles. And Lugia, no sparkles. I am just very quickly going to check the spreadsheet, if it works. The old spreadsheet arena. I'm just going to see what I need and what I don't need, okay? So, BRB. Right, so I don't need Relicanth. Do I need Charjabug? Surely I need Charjabug. No, I need Vikavolt, but not Charjabug. And Linoon, yeah, I don't need a Kanto Linoon. Dang. Okay, well, I'm just going to go with, like, Relicanth, I guess. So there we go. Right. So, Team 2. Team 2... This is going to be for Mesprit. This is going to be Cuba. And then Cheese and Shibatooth. So if the three of you are all ready, that would be really wonderful. Woo. Yeah, if the three of you are around, that would be fantastic. And then, and we'll just hop right into it, if that's okay. Yes, Clam Fandango will keep Lugia, and then we'll proceed to our next raid. But yeah, okay. So I'm not going to be doing Saturday streams anymore. A lot of you guys will have probably sort of seen this coming. We're going to do 0211 and then 0235, okay? So you may have seen this coming. I know Saturday was like the OG day I streamed, like back when I only streamed once a week. So it's sad to get rid of it, but I've noticed since like November, we just haven't had many people joining in on Saturdays or watching. And it's like a double-length stream, you know. So when you're doing like all those hours of streaming and not many people come by to say hi, and when as many people like watch you on a Saturday as like on a weekday, that's like half the time, you kind of know that like that's not great. And I was just sort of getting like, dare I say, a little bit burnt out. Like, I just kind of noticed, you know, when I started the Strike streams, I didn't really have anything to do. Like, I didn't really have any auditions. I didn't have any gigs. I didn't have any, like, freelance work. I didn't even have any games to play in my spare time. But, like, now I'm in a position where it's like, I do get a few more auditions now. I do get a few gigs occasionally. And I even have some just like Nintendo games and stuff that are left over from Christmas and my birthday that I am still playing and that I want to play. And I just don't really, you know, like those extra 4 hours on a Saturday are like more valuable to me now. And when the streams aren't doing that well either, it was just sort of a natural time to like sunset the Saturday. So, yeah. Mesprit is weak to Bug, Dark, and Ghost. So everyone 07 Saturdays, but yeah. Okay. So here we go. So Dark, there we go. Yay, Lipard. Relicanth is a solid Pokemon with that head smash. I'll just say it, you know. Relicanth with head smash, it's very good. Like, if in doubt, Relicanth out. Manectric is good if we're against any electric types, I guess. Like, I mean, we'll need to switch some of these if we can, but... oh, we went for Charmeleon. To quote Jamie Lawson, I wasn't expecting that. Gone but not forgotten. Exactly. Yep, no, I had the power to get rid of a whole day. I do wield the Monado. I have the power to change the world around me. Right, okay. No, I don't know. Right, anyway. Okay, so we do have Bug on the left here, although I can't remember if it actually has a Bug move. Does it have Mega Horn? I can't even remember. There is a Seeking, and I do need Shiny Seeking. And then a Azumarill. Oh, and then there is also Araquanid as well. So maybe if we just kind of stick more to the left, like if we go for Scolipede, and then we could go for like Seeking, right? And then we could go back to the Araquanid, because I think Araquanid does have like Lunge or something like that. It has like some kind of bug move, right? It has Entrainment, it has Liquidation, it has something else because it has Water Absorb ability. Why did Kiba's comment get blocked there? That was weird. Thank you for unblocking it though, mods. Okay, very weird. I'm gonna Dynamax, and I'm gonna max Darkness, and this will help out Charmeleon, and it will help out Manectric. So I think here, basically, do we want to get rid of, say, like, Charmeleon and Manectric? And maybe, like, Charmeleon first, because we're going to be going against a water type. We're going to be going against 2 water types. So do we want to keep Manectric until the end, and then we'll get rid of Charmeleon now, and we'll keep the Relicanth, and we'll keep the Lipid? Does that sound like a plan? Bo, if you had the Monado, you'd know ahead of time if you had a shiny. Not every time, just sometimes. You don't get to see everything with the Monado. Sorry. I always love... I love Metal Face's voice, and particularly just like whenever he says Monado, you know. It's like, you there, boy, with the Monado. Like, just, I love it, I love it, I love it. So, sorry, when I say the Monado, like, that just kind of runs through my head. Right, okay. Yeah. Monado, boy. Yeah. Right, Liquidation. I think Relicanth could have gotten away with one head smash there, because don't forget that Mesprit doesn't have pressure. So you don't need to worry about the PP for as much in this round. It's just mainly for Lugia that we need to worry about PP, but perfect amount of Grim and Vile in it. Can't let you do that, Star Fox, Monado boy. No, yeah. But yeah. So... Oh, scared of the... Oh, but no, but you don't have recoil. You don't have recoil. Don't forget, that's the whole lovely thing about Relicanth. Relicanth and Alolan Marowak. They don't have the recoil. It's only when the opponent, if a battle goes on for a couple of turns and the opponent does the like like the nullify thing, like it nullifies your ability, you do have to be careful about that. But on turn one, you don't have to worry about it. So yeah, on turn 1, you don't need to worry about it. So yeah, if we ditch... Yeah, okay, so Charmeleon, we can get rid of Charmeleon here, because we're going to have Mega Horn, and that'll be really good. So 07 Charmeleon. But yeah. And if anyone doesn't know Metal Face, he has been in the last 2 Smash Bros. Games on the Gaur Plain stage. He, like, kind of flies through the stage and, like, causes havoc and stuff. He's like, hello! Right, anyway. Seeking. Xander and Kevin, do you like my Metal Face impression? But there we go. So if we go for Seeking on the right, and then... But I think if we do Araquanid, that will actually be pretty nifty. Oh, Skywatcher got Thievul. Oh, was it a shiny Thievul? Yeah. Oh, sorry, that was the other thing I was going to say as well. Yeah, you need to be careful about, like, say, once you get to, like, the 2nd or 3rd turn, because of ability nullifying from, like, the opponent. And then also if we have the Cantonian Wheezing. So if we had a Weezing on our team, or we were against a Weezing, that's the other time where, like, Marowak and Relicanth need to watch out. But... Oh, I do not know his original name, and I fear you probably aren't allowed to type it in chat. Okay. Anyway, Bark. So I'm just going to attack here. I actually think Relicanth, if you wanted, Relicanth could, like, potentially not Dynamax, just because Head Smash is so powerful. But, oh, there's someone on YouTube who does an impression of him who reads the comments in his voice. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I like that. Oh, you got Thievul, and that's, like, useful for a Mesprit. Oh, okay, I see. No, Cheese, no, you're good. No, the thing about Relicanth is just... Because, like, if you're, like, using it for water purposes, like, Dynamaxing Relicanth can be pretty good. But, like, the thing is, like, Head Smash is exactly as powerful as, like, Dynamax Rock. So if you're using, like, a Max Rockfall, that's, like, such a waste on Relicanth, I would say. Oh, no, Manetric, no! Oh, crud. That was, like, our best hope against Seeking. Oh, and it was a crit. Okay, I thought that did a bit too much damage. Oh, and it got a special defense boost. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Okay, we're using Max Wormwind. That's pretty nifty, because that will mean that crits do less damage. So that is helpful. Okay, I'm just gonna keep attacking with, like, Assurance, and just keep attacking with whatever you've got, like Mega Horns and Wormwinds and all that stuff. Oh, okay, I'll check it out later. Oh yeah, I can see the Discord notification. Okay, right, 2, 4, 6, 8. Kevin's cheer was not great. Except it's not Kevin, was it? Sorry, I just saw, like, blonde hair for a sec. I was, like, looking at my phone and I saw, like, blonde hair out the corner of my eye. But I'm sure Kevin was cheering along in spirit, and it still failed. So anyway, Buck. Oh crud! This is another crit. What is going on, Sheridan? No. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, here's the cheese. Here's some cheesy dragon move. Right, Shabertooth. 2, 4, 6, 8. Aiden's cheer was not great, I guess. Like, cause just like syllables, we have to go for that. Okay, hopefully we're able to actually flipping kill this thing this time. And by kill, I mean KO, okay? Sorry, I like saying KO. Normally I don't say that. Right, 2, 4, 6, 8. Is this cheer feeble? Ooh, okay, Reflect. Okay, but Reflect doesn't matter if it's critting every time. Okay, Rising Voltage. More like a Rising Voltage. Oh my gosh, there we go. Oh my gosh, okay. Lots of fish this trip. Yes, it's a very fishy stream, you might say. Like, seriously, like, all those crits is fishy. The actual fish is a fishy. So much fish. Fish! Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's Metal Face's influence. You're right, Kevin. You are right. Yeah. I'm actually just heading off to, I guess I'm sort of like Sword Valley, but it's like I've just finished all the, like, Alcaroth or whatever it's called, Alcaroth stuff, and then I'm back in Machna Forest, and then I'm about to take a pod to take me to, like, the place that leads me, the valley that takes me to the Sword Valley, or whatever it is. Anyway, Bark, I don't think we want Sea King, and we'd only want a Sea Draw, because then I could say, doo-doo! But yeah. Okay. Do-do-do-do. Oh my gosh, we've lost 2 lives. And Araquanid is gonna be hard. Okay. Unless we just did the Skarmory for, like, defensive purposes, and because Skarmory's not very good. Actually, we could have done scale shot strats on Skarmory, and that could have been hilarious. But, oh well. But yes. Right, berry is on the ground. But yeah, so I've just kind of done like the Prison Island Alcaroth stuff, and then but yeah, I sort of remember some Sword Valley stuff that happens, but I can't remember about the stuff in between now and Sword Valley, so it'll be interesting. Right, anyway. If Kramen's here, should I talk about Okami? Because I never did that. Even though I finished it like 2 weeks ago and I've forgotten a load of my points about it. Okay, I tell you what I'm going to do. If Relicanth uses Head Smash, which I really hope it is, I'm going to try and risk an 80%, well, an 85% move here. Because again, we don't need to save PP for Mesprit. Or you only need to have like 3 PP for Mesprit. So I'm really hoping Relicanth is using Head Smash here. I'm banking on Relicanth doing this, because if it is, then this would be pretty nifty. Okay, right, here we go. Here we go, I don't know. Right, Scolipede. Right, I'm using Screech. It hits! Yes! Okay. I'm using Screech because I've been using way too much Assurance. And here's the thing. Max Darkness here will do a lot more damage. I remember there being like a dog and a brush and an alcoholic dragon. Okay. Oh no, the Head Smash missed! How did it miss? There's 2 feet in front of you, no! And then the guys are no, oh man, no. And like, here's the thing, Head Smash would have absolutely wrecked it. If Head Smash have hit there, Cheese, I would just go for a Liquidation here. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I actually think if you just go for Liquidation here, although you might have hit Head Smash already, it doesn't matter too much. But like, but I actually think a Liquidation with that Screech and everything would probably be enough to do it. But again, this is very fishy. We're having all these moves miss. We had the 1% miss on the like the double crab hammer. Very fishy, I tell you. Very fishy. Right, okay. So well done, everyone. Could have sworn it was 90. What, for Head Smash? Yeah, to be honest, I thought Head Smash was 90. But in all honesty, 80 does make more sense, what with the busted power. But, like, Hyper Beam is 150 and only has a 90 accuracy. That's probably why you might have thought it was 90, because of, like, Giga Impact and Hyper Beam being, like, same power. But, yeah, so we want to get rid of Manetric now. So, 07 Manetric, you have done your job. Good dog. Woof, woof. Oh, woof, woof, woof. But, yeah, we definitely want the Araquanid now. There we go. And then Araquanid is going to use Dynamax Bug. We're going to Max Flutter. Bye, 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 bye. And then 07 to the dog who died to a fish. But yeah. No, we'll figure out the next team or whatever, and then I'll talk about Okami. If Kramen's around. We'll get a permission to talk about Okami from Kramen in a second. But if Kramen is, like, busy, or if it's like, can you talk about it another day? Then that's fine as well. I am going to... Okay, so Head Smash from Relicanth, Mega Horn from Scolipede, Max Flutter, bye, 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 from Araquanid. I am actually going to use Screech again. Which I know is like, but Bo, you're a super effective dark type. Yes, but my super effective move isn't like that strong. And if I use a Screech, and if it hits, I actually think we could one-hit KO this. Kramen. Okay. So, Kramen, can I just say one thing? So, basically, my TLDR review of the game is like, it was like fine. It was like pretty good. Like, my main thing about... Here's the thing about it. Like, and that's, like, an overall thing. Because here's the thing. The further I got into... Not necessarily the further I got, the better it was. but it definitely had like a better second half than a first half. And that's like not really a thing I experience in a lot of games. There are games where it's like, oh, they have like a bit of a slow beginning, or like they have a bit of a slow beginning, or they have like a long tutorial or something like that. But it's always like, so it might be like a rough beginning or something like that. But I've never really had a game where I felt like, oh, the latter half was really good. Like, I don't think I've ever had that in a game before. I've had that with, like, TV shows and movies or books or whatever. But I don't think I've ever had that with a game. I don't think I've really ever had a game. I've had a game where I'm like, oh, once you get, like, halfway, you start realizing all the nuance and stuff like that. Like, you figure it out, and then you're like, oh, kind of thing. And that was kind of my biggest problem with it, that, like, a lot of the coolest and creative stuff kind of like okay, so for those who haven't played Okami, like, you have a double jump in the game, but like you have to buy it and you get it like halfway through. And like that is the kind of thing that I'm talking about, where I'm like, it just, there were like good things about the game, but there were also just a lot of things that kind of bugged me or that I didn't like about it. And like, stuff like that, I think, is the perfect example of, like, you get a double jump, but you have to buy it, and you get it, like, halfway through the game. Like, literally in terms of the number of hours, I think it was, like, half the number of hours I've been playing was when I bought the double jump. Xander's like, buy a double jump? Yes. Kieran's like, buy a double jump. Yeah. So, and it's like, you need it for the story as well. Okay, hang on. So let me do my patented double shiny check. We'll figure out Team 2, and then we'll loop back to this whole buying a double jump thing. But Kramen, your main two gripes of the game are pacing issues, yep, and then the usual problems you have with 3D Zeldas. See, I don't think 3D Zeldas, like, have a lot of problems. I actually think Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom introduced more problems than they didn't, like, solve any problems. They just introduced a whole bunch of other problems, kind of thing. But here's the thing. I feel like with Okami's, a lot of what Okami did kind of did in some ways highlight the problems of 3D Zeldas that I'd never really thought about. But like in a 3D Zelda, I don't really think like it has a problem. But in Okami, it kind of does. Like, if that makes sense. Anyway, Scolipede is a no-lapede. Seaking is not shiny. I need shiny Seaking. Dang it. Araquanid, will we get our first ever dupe? No. But will we get the Golden Misprit? No. I can't believe a god has to use money to save the world. Capitalism is even more powerful than the divine, I guess. Okay, so, right, Scolipede, no. Seaking, no sparkles. Araquanid, no sparkles. And Mesprit, no sparkles. But, like no, that's true. And that's the thing, oh man, I did get used to it more, and I kind of like, I think I like kind of accepted it, because I think at first I tried to make the camera work more like in a Zelda game, and eventually I stopped fighting with the camera. Like, I was like, no, I just have to let it sit at the, I didn't like the default camera angle on Okami, but eventually I got used to it. But at first I was always trying to like flick the camera upwards so I could see more stuff ahead of me. But then I was like, no, like, if the game doesn't want me to look ahead, I'm just not gonna bother. But I kept having to fight the camera at first, because my head was in Zelda mode. But no, that is a good point. And then, but yeah, hang on a sec. And yes, no, that is true of, like, the older games where they didn't really, like, have a camera or whatever. Right, I'm just gonna check the old spreadsheet-areno. And then, hang on, what is the email I have? Oh, okay, that's fine. Let's check the old spreadsheet arena. Oh, I do need a Scolipede, so perfect. Done and dusted, kippers and custard. Right. So, there we go. No, that is true, Kramen. That is true. Right. The Scolipede. So, let me check Team 3, and then we'll figure this out in a sec. Yes, Clam Fandango, I'll keep Mesprit. Okay. So, Strike. Is there anyone who is a Strike 0 who can do Blacephalon? If not, if you are a strike 1 and you've done Blacephalon, let me know as well. But let's see if we can... No, on Lara, we're about to do Blacephalon. That's the thing, we've got 2 slots free. So, but yeah, so Kevin, you're already in the team, so you're good. But thank you for, you know, saying it anyway. But we'll put on Lara over there, if you're good with doing the Boom Clown. We will be doing 2 wild cards, so don't worry about that as well. Also, hi on Lara. And then, but let's see. So, oh, wait, serve. What the heck? Am I about to get an internet disconnect again? I'm worried I'm about to get an internet disconnect. I'm worried that I've already disconnected. Okay. Hang on, I'm going to I'll reconnect in a second, but remind me to reconnect. Okay, so we've got on Lara and we've got Kevin. So is there anyone else, ready, set, bow, who is a strike 1, who would like to do Blacephalon? Oh, Sky, your game disconnected on the game as well. Maybe just the server had an issue there or something, like the Sword and Shield server. Let me get my Okami notes up whilst I'm here. But yeah, my first note is the most interesting bits come way too late into the game. Like, stopping time is a really cool mechanic that they do some fun stuff with. It comes way too late in the game. The double jump, already talked about. Climbing, oh yeah, like the climbing is quite fun, but like you don't use that very much, and that comes really late in the game. Battling is like really basic in the beginning. But, like, it gets more interesting, again, about halfway through. Like, you get more, like, enemy variants, and you get more, like, brush abilities and stuff like that. But the battling at the beginning is just very basic and boring. So, yeah, like, the battles, like, the enemy variety, combat variety, that's all, like, something... Oh, Cheese has to go by Cheese! Shivertooth! Oh, and Weiss. Let's see. I tell you what, I'm gonna go with Shivertooth, just because Shivertooth doesn't get to join in as much. But then Weiss, you'll still be a strike 1 for next time, and you can do some wild cards with us, okay? So I'm gonna put Shivertooth in on... Although I feel bad for making Weiss wait, because Weiss's didn't... Actually, no. Hang on. Weiss and Shivertooth, do either of you have any time constraints? The enemy variance goes crazy at the second half. Didn't want to spoil that for you when you said there was a problem for you when you were starting out. No, you should have said, because otherwise, like, because I could have, like, given up. I almost did consider giving up on the game. And I'm ultimately glad I didn't. I'm sort of ultimately glad I've tried it. Here's the thing. The reason why I'm the happiest, like, sort of why I'm the gladdest to have played the game, is not because I loved the game. It's because it really got me thinking about what I like and don't like about video games. Because I had to be like, why am I not enjoying this at times? Like, there were points where I enjoyed it. So it's not that I didn't enjoy the game at all, ever. But I had to be like, what is keeping me going in this game? Or why do I not like this game? Like, people seem to love this game. Why do I not like it? And I had to do like a lot of thinking about what it is I like about video games. And so that was a really interesting process, because as an actor, I like to ask questions and think about things and think about why I feel certain ways about things. So when I have like, here's a game that people love, and I do not like this game. I don't dislike it, but I don't think I could say I really liked it a whole lot. But it's like, why? Why? So I know that's not really what Kramin probably had in mind, when it was like, hey, I'm gonna do a Wonga, but I want you to try out Okami, which is a very generous and kind thing to do, because, like, it's on sale. But, like, that probably wasn't what you had in mind. It was like, I mean, I guess I'm glad you got something out of it, I guess. That wasn't what I had in mind, but anyway. So let's see what we got here. Hang on. Shivertooth. Oh, Shivertooth's ordering food right now. Okay, we'll let Weiss go first, and then maybe Shivertooth could, like, host a wild card or something. So, yeah, let's get Weiss in on this one. Yeah, because Weiss was on Team 1, and Shivertooth did just play. So let's get Kevin on Lara and Weiss, and let's get into Team 3. And then, so make sure you are connected on the Wycom. Make sure you're watching live as well. It is 3:02 p.m. Los Angeles time. And then we'll talk to the lady. We'll say yes, please. We'll say anything goes, except if you're me, and I will select Blacephalon. And then we will do this. I did see an interesting thing the other day, where was it like the developer or someone else was like, don't play the Wii version or something like that. But I was like, I feel like the Wii version would make all the brushstroke stuff way more fun, though, because it was a bit, I was kind of like, this doesn't really feel that great on, like, a, you know, with, like, button and joystick kind of thing. Right, we're going to go 0211, and then let's go 0311. How about that? 0211, 0311. See, that's the thing. I can kind of appreciate it for a game that came out in, like, 2006, because that's another thing I was going to say about it. I do feel like its age really showed, and here's the thing I kind of felt about it. I honestly thought it felt like an N64 game. I know that sounds really weird, but like, as I was playing it, that's what it kind of felt like to me. It felt like a really creative N64 game. But I actually didn't like the visual style. I'm really sorry. There were so many things that I didn't like the visual style. I didn't think it was, like, very pretty or anything. And, like, the music was nice. The music was nice. The music was really gorgeous. Visually, though, I didn't like it. I didn't care for it. Blacephalon is weak to ghost, dark, ground, rock, and water. And, like... But again, some of these things, like, you know, second half and stuff like that, I also, like, didn't like a lot of the characters. I found a lot of the characters quite annoying. Like, Isun, I just found really annoying, and, like, he was, like, the sidekick character. And I did find this weird disjoint between, like, the visual style, the serene kind of music, but then the very, like, a sort of American way that, like, Isun, like, talked and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. It was, but like, I did find a lot of the characters annoying. But I liked more of the characters in the second half. So it's I liked the dude with the mask in, like, the before the final area, and he had, like, the silver sword. I've forgotten his name already. But I liked him. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Blacephalon. Actually, I would say Pangoro is better here, so I'm going to go to the right. But, yay, we went to the right. But yeah, so I liked the dude with the silver sword and the mask, and I did like the women from the chat. When you get to, like, the place with, like, the palace and the ruler, and there's, like, the fiery room before you meet the emperor, I liked, like, those two women and stuff. So again, but the first character, but, like, the first, you know, I didn't like Susano or, like, the villagers, and I didn't like Isun, and so, like, it's just, like, all these characters, like, the beginning of the game were, like, so annoying and or weird or whatever. I don't know. You know. But, and, like, even, like that log thing, which was, like, in the beginning of the game, like, that sucked. And so, there were just all these things. So, yeah, second half of the game was definitely, like, way better. But I don't think I've ever had a game where it's, like, the first half just had loads of things that annoyed, like, but it really was just on, like, loads of different levels. Like, the combat wasn't as good in the first half. The characters weren't as good in the first half. The story... Well, actually, no, I didn't really care for really any of the story, to be honest. Like, it was fine. I don't know. It didn't really feel... The story didn't feel, like, cohesive. It almost felt like they had a story, and then they, like... It almost felt like if they made a movie on, like, based on the first part of the game, and then, like, the movie did well, and then they're like, oh, we better come up with a sequel, and then that was, like, the second part of the game, and then they, like, came up, and then the final part of the game was, like, the third movie or something. Like, that's what it felt like to me. It sort of almost felt like a bunch of stories. It was almost like they thought of a story, and then they were like, oh, we better think of another story or more story. I don't know. Like, I don't know. And without spoiling the story, there was a kind of element that was kind of cool. Let's just say it was the thing where... how do I describe this? I'll just sort of say there was, like, a time travel-y element. I'll say that. That's probably already too spoilerish, but I can't remember enough about the game now. If I'd remembered more of the game, I could be like, oh, the bit where you go to blah, blah, blah forest or whatever, but I can't remember now. But there is, like, a time travel element to the game, which is, like, quite interesting. But at the same time, I also thought it was ultimately pointless. Like, it didn't really do anything or accomplish anything. So I don't know. But anyway, Redlocks, hi, welcome. So, but again, I know I'm like complaining a lot, and it's like, please don't think I like hated this game, because I didn't. Oh, Lilligant switching. Oh, wouldn't it be Lilligant? But on Lera's like gonna, yeah, no, having the Pangoro, that should work. I really should be paying more attention to who's playing and stuff, shouldn't I? But Pangoro's good for Blacephalon, which is why I thought it'd be better than Golduck. Oh, and do we want to go for Quillfish for Blacephalon? Because I would say Quillfish is the best one. It's like physical water, which is pretty good. And then who do we... So, yeah, do we want to do... do we want to get rid of, say, Talonflame here and then Dragonflame for Quillfish? Does that sound like a good idea? Grimmsnarl, yes. But, like, it's not as good defense... You've both put better than Grimmsnarl. Here's the thing about Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl isn't as good offensively. It has Dark Pulse, which is a special move rather than a physical move. If... we're not going to be able to set up the rain or anything. But... I am going to go for Focus Blast and hope for the best here. But I would say having, like, physical water is better than having special dark. And I think... and Quillfish does have Intimidate, don't forget. Which actually, for Blacephalon, is genuinely quite helpful. Because even though Quillfish is weak to Zen Headbutt, Intimidate will lower the power on it. So... I do think Intimidate is actually a bit more useful than, like, whatever Grimmsnarl has to offer in the ability department. We're not going to be able to, like, set up the rain or anything because of Quillfish, but, like, that's okay. But that was my thinking there. Admittedly, Grimmsnarl is better defensively. Like, it's immune to Psychic, it resists Ghost... but it doesn't resist fire, and its Fire Blast is the most powerful thing it has. Like, I would be more worried about a Fire Blast hitting Grimmsnarl than an intimidated Zen Headbutt on Quillfish. So that's my thinking. Oh, did we miss the Focus Blast? Dang. Okay, I'm just gonna go with the Scald and try and burn it, or, you know, whatever. But okay. But anyway, sorry, Redlocks, hi, welcome. But yeah, let me go back to my Okami notes. But yeah, I did kind of just feel like overall it was very simplistic and basic. Again, it felt like an N64 game. So for example, again, I'm sorry that, like, but it was a lot of, like, drawing lines or circles or lines connecting things. Like, I don't get me wrong, I don't know how you would have done this with, like, the drawing mechanic, right? But the thing is, it's like, if you said, like, oh, it has, like, a fire ability, a water ability, an ice ability, and an electric ability, you would be like, oh, so do you draw, like, a lightning bolt for the electricity, and then that summons, like, a bolt of lightning or something? It's like, no, there has to be some lightning around, and then you draw a line from the lightning to then a thing. And it's like, oh, okay, what about the water? Yeah, there has to be some water around, and then you draw the water, a line from the water to the thing. And it sort of just means that, like, the puzzles aren't very interesting or anything either. Quillfish will be quite hard for us to fight, I will admit. Like, Grimmsnarl will probably be easier for us to defeat, but I still feel optimistic here. I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with Wise Glasses rather than Life Orb, because I don't think I really need the extra damage output. But, like, that's the thing. So, but basically, it's like, if you look around and see some fire, you're like, oh, there's probably, solving the puzzle probably involves this fire, or, oh, solving the puzzle probably involves this water, or, like, if you see electricity, or if you see, like, the electricity lightning rod, you're like, right, I need to look for some electricity. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of, like, basic, and it sort of means that, like, everything is very figure-outable, like, just, like, immediately. Whereas in, like, a Zelda game, you could look at something and you're like, I wonder if I can set that on fire, or I wonder if I can freeze that. Whereas in Okami, it, like, tells you the answer before you can even, like, really have a proper look at everything. You see a load of ice, you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna need to freeze something. You see a load of fire, you're like, oh, I'm gonna need to, burn something. Like, so it sort of just is like, it is simplistic. Yeah, didn't care for the art and visual style. I'm sorry. Annoying characters. Isun, Susano. And then, yeah, a lot of the I did sort of put others are forgettable, although, again, that was more in the first half. But yeah, and then I put, again, in my note here, like, and again, the more interesting and likable ones come later in the game. But yeah, I did sort of say about the, like, the weird... Yes, there is, like, the art style and stuff, which, albeit that's, like, a personal thing. But, like, I sort of felt like I was supposed to find it charming, but I didn't. But again, like, when you have, like, Isun talking to women and, like, saying, like, melons, it's like, I don't find that charming. And I don't find that funny. I just find it annoying and rude. Like, so, I don't know. But, like... So, like, water bending rules when the element has to be there to manipulate. Yeah, exactly. So, that's the thing. It's just, don't get me wrong, it's not that... if there were more variants to it, like, oh, like, you have to have it there, but then there are all these things you can do when it is there, like, that would be interesting. But it is just drawing a line from the element to the thing you need elemented, if that makes sense. So it's like, oh, here's a thing I need to fill with water, or something. Like, draw a line from water to thing. Oh, here's a thing I need to burn. Draw line from fire to thing. Why does he soon want fruit so badly? Kevin says. Yeah, for the children, yeah, let's say he's talking about fruit. But yeah, so it just sort of like, I didn't sort of find it charming and stuff like that. Again, maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm like, no, that's just not charming though. Oh no, body press. Right, poison jab, more poison jab. Right, scald. Oh no. Dang, I think if we'd used like a rock tomb or something, we might have got the win there. But hopefully... Oh, the burn! Oh no. Okay, we're very close though. But yeah, I put in my note, I was like, Isun isn't funny. The crude humor isn't funny. But yeah, I didn't like the boss that you fight 3 times, that you had to fight it 3 times. I've talked about that before. My gripe with, oh no. I've talked about that gripe before. That's just a gripe I have generally with games. I don't like boss rushes. And I don't like when a final boss is a boss you've already fought before. Not that Okami has that problem. Like spoiler, the final boss is like original. But nevertheless, it's kind of, but like a stage down from that is, I don't sort of like facing bosses like over and over. There's got to be some variance between them. In Donkey Kong Country 2, you technically fight a boss a second time, but like, whoa! Did something go wrong there, or did you two just select that really quickly? Did we have a disconnect? I feel like we've had a disconnect, haven't we? Oh, crud. In which case... Yeah, I think we've had a disconnect. Ivy is like a computer. Was it just Weiss? Okay. The reason why I switched there was because if I'm playing alone, I was like, I want to have the Quillfish. And I was like, if we're not playing alone, I would rather keep Pangoro and Dragonair. I think we'll still win this. I think this will still be fine. But yeah, if we don't have Crustal... Again, this has been a very fishy stream. A very fishy stream. And also, we've got some kind of issue going on right now. What the heck's going on? Oh. Oh, crud. Okay, I'm about to get kicked out as well, then. Well, Weiss, ironically, is our weird winner. Okay, I'm going to have to see what happens here. I'll give this a minute, and then if nothing happens in a minute, I will press the home button, and then we'll Oh, okay. I'm in. Okay, well, I hopefully will get to fight this, but I'm sorry you guys had the kick out thing. Maybe we'll try and keep that in mind for the wild cards, okay? If you're putting strike, put like strike 1.5 or something like that, okay? Right, Pangora's using on Lara is using coaching. Thanks, on Lara. That's really helpful, on Lara. Oh my gosh. And it makes the battle last forever as well with all these animations. Oh, breaking swipe. Okay, that's actually quite useful. Nicely done, Kevin. Okay, Rock Tomb. See, if we'd have just had the Darkest Lariat, we would have beat it in 1 turn. Okay, Blacephalon's getting desperate. Shaver, I love the way you type that. Okay, here we go. Can't believe Bo kicked us out just to have the clown to himself. Kevin. Like, what did you expect from the guy who's complaining about the beloved classic Okami? But yeah, the boss you fight 3 times. But I have talked about facing bosses again and stuff, so story didn't really have a lot going on, and it repeating itself was kind of boring. What was the time travel about? I've put with 2 question marks. It didn't impact anything. It didn't, though. Bullet punch, more like a bullet lunch on Lara, or on Lara. You did it. No, we're gonna if we ever get a disconnect from on Lara, it's gonna become no Lara. So no Lara, you did it. Okay. You did it. Okay. But yeah, and then also finally, so quick final things. Controls are kind of heavy and clunky, like the camera, though you do get used to it. Dungeons are often plain. Some are very short and stuff like that. But yeah, short and basic. And even quite far into the game, there was like a dungeon that was like as long as like the Deku Tree from Ocarina of Time, but it was like it was like halfway through the game or something. I was like, what? That's it? Okay. Right, here we go. Talonflame is not shiny. Will I get shiny Pangoro? I need shiny Pangoro. It's not shiny. And then Quillfish is not shiny. Dang. But will I get a shiny here? On a disconnect, will we get the Cosmic Midnight Disco Ball Blacephalon? Oh no, the humanity. Okay. Right, Talonflame no, Pangoro no, Quillfish no. Do I need any of these Pokemon in my spreadsheet? And then boss rush at the end. Oh yeah, no, but there is a boss rush at the end. I forgot there's a boss rush at the end. With, like, no dungeon. Sorry for spoilers. But yeah, there's, like, the final dungeon isn't a dungeon, it's just a boss rush, and that annoyed me. Right, let's check the old spreadsheet arena. See what we've got here. Do I need a Talonflame? No. Do I need a Pangoro? It's a Pangor, no. Do I need a Quillfish, though? Oh, no. Well, okay. That sucks. I'm just gonna get Pangoro, because it's a girl Pangoro. But yeah. And Kevin also got booted. Yeah, everyone got booted. Everyone got booted. Everything got booted when we're part of a team. Okay. But okay. So, oh my gosh, welcome back. Would you like to keep a record of where you found Blacephalon? Yes, I would, Kent. Okay, here we go. Might have been a small internet. It honestly wouldn't surprise me if it was on my end if I had that disconnect earlier, but we'll have to see. But anyway, so... Chat, my lovely chat. Let's figure out our wild cards. We'll try and get people in on that team. Oh, sorry, that is what you were kind of referring to. Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me. But then again, we didn't have a Discord disconnect. Not Discord, OBS. We didn't have like an OBS issue. I feel like we would have had like the whole stream go doolally if that had been the case, though. Oh well. Okay. Chat, my lovely chat. Let's figure out our wild cards. We'll definitely do 2 of them. Is there anyone... So here are the tickets I need. Yuxi, Thunderous, Tapu Bulu, Nihilego, Boswell, Pheromosa, Circuitry, Celesteela, Kartana, Guzzlord, and Stakataka. And then, so could you guys let me know, like, strike the number of times you have played, and then... I was going to say, if you could write 0.5 instead of, like, 1/2, because that just looks like Kevin's played either 12 times or 1 or 2 times, which is kind of defeating the point. But, yeah. So, I think we'll definitely try and get Onlara and Kevin in on another one. Maybe just not a Guzzlord, because Onlara can't do that. But, okay. Let's see what we got. And then Weiss is a 1.5. Okay. Hang on. How many... Do we have, like, 6 people currently? Hang on, Shibertooth. Oh, hang on, Shibertooth. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we do have 7. So someone might have to sit out here. But yes, the 0.5 because they missed out on the boss at the end and had the disconnect. And because I think that might have been my fault. I mean, not, like, super my fault, but, yeah. Okay. Okie dokie. But it just means that, like, if there was a choice between, like, Onlara, Kevin, and someone else who was, like, a strike 1, I would be more inclined to give it to, like, people who were disconnected on, like, a boss. Do you know what I mean? Like, if and because it was, like, everyone got disconnected, that was probably, like, it was probably something on my end or something. If a random person just kind of disconnected, I'd be a bit less, like, I will try and get you in later, but I'm not going to feel, you know, as responsible or anything. But they might have got booted out because of, like, me. So, anyway, so let's see what we've got here, shall we? Let's see what we do have. We could do... Maybe we could do something like a Kevin now and an Onlara afterwards. And maybe we could do, like, a Guzzlord now. Maybe we could do, like, Guzzlord and Pheromosa, because Onlara had Pheromosa. So if we did, like, Guzzlord and Pheromosa... and we'll have Kevin in the first one, and then Onlara in the second, and then maybe we'll be able to get Weiss in the second one or something. But we'll have to see. So who can... so let's go with the Guzzlord first, if that's okay. Who can do Guzzlord? So could you do, like, strike the number of times you've played or can play, and let me know if you can do Guzzlord. So Onlara doesn't have to do this, and obviously Kevin doesn't have to do this. But is there anyone... Are there people who have played once? And then we'll kind of take it from there. So Weiss is a 1.5. Cuba is a 1. And then... Shibertooth. Okay, so we could have, like, Kiba and Shibertooth. Anything goes. Okay. Here's what I'm... Okay. Okay, so we're going to do the Nightbot negative game. The Nightbot negative selection game. So what we're going to do, right? So this is our Nightbot negative game, okay? And what I mean by this is... this is the one where whoever Nightbot picks is gonna be our substitute, okay? So isn't it only one person? No, Onlara's in the next one, so it's Kevin now and Onlara next time. So I need 2 people here. Yeah, the spreadsheet's been done wrong. Because we're gonna have Onlara do the 5th one. And then that'll be for Pheromosa. But in fairness, like, Kramin might have just put Onlara in there for a kind of, like, we'll get to you guys later kind of thing. But, sorry, I was saying that as if Weiss could see the spreadsheet. Sorry, I had the spreadsheet in front of me. I was like, wait, Weiss can't see this. But yeah, so we're going to have Kevin and 2 others, and then Onlara and 2 others. So here's what we're going to do, right? So this is Team 4, Guzzlord with Kevin. right? And then we're going to have Kiba, Shibertooth, and Kieran, okay? And then, okay, on Lara, like, YouTube tried to block that. I don't know why. Okay, there was nothing weird with that. Okay, so, here's the thing. So here we go. So this is for Guzzlord, and we're going to have Nightbot pick, but whoever Nightbot picks is going to be the person who doesn't play, okay? This is the Nightbot negative selection game. I should do it in, like, instead of, like, I should do it in, like, a different key or something. Sure, it's the Nightbot negative selection game. I know, sorry, Kramer, I had it in front of me, but, like, the way that Weiss was, like, aren't there two people here? It was like Weiss was reading my mind or seeing through my eyes or something. It was really weird. Sorry. So, okay. So, whoever Nightbot picks here is going to be the substitute, not the person playing. So, basically, good luck, or should I say bad luck? Here we go. So, whoever it picks is going to be the unlucky person. Okay? Hopefully, I just typed that right. The random number is 3, Kieran! Oh no, I think Kieran jinxed it by typing that emoji in chat right beforehand. I think Nightbot's like, you threw off my groove! Okay, so, Kiba and Shibertooth, you will be playing along with, Kramin, thank you for doing the spreadsheet. So this is going to be Kevin hosting a Guzzlord, and we're going to have Kiba and Shibertooth play along with. Okay, so here we go. The number 2 hasn't actually been as lucky lately. I am going to do a disconnect and a reconnect just because I'm skeptical of what happened. But Kieran can be the substitute in case anyone has any issues, because we have been having issues. Today has been a very fishy stream, as we said. So would you like to do a Dynamax adventure? Yes, we would. I am going to select anything goes, and Kevin is going to put our thing in chat. Okay, so it's going to be 0907 and then 1111111. Lewis? And there we go. So hopefully that's good. Hopefully that makes sense. And blah 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 blah. Okay. So Kevin and Bo and Odachio. And then we just need a Shibertooth. Aiden. Da, 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 da. Okay, Guzzlord is Dragon and Dark, which means it is super duper mega weak to Fury, but it's also weak to Ice, Dragon, and Fighting. And I think that's it, right? I think those are all the types. So yeah, so keep an eye out for the Furies. But also, yeah, Dragon, Ice, like Fighting, Ice, and then Dragon are, like, good as well. I'm gonna go Relicanth, because, like, it's a Relicanth, dude. Skittersmack isn't very helpful, because Guzzlord, I think, only has physical moves. So, and yeah, don't forget, there is another Dynamax after this, okay? This is not the final Dynamax of the day. Yeah, I need to say that for a while. We are doing a 5th Dynamax. On Lara is going to be hosting that one afterwards, okay? And that's going to be for Pheromosa, and we'll see, like, someone could come along who's, like, a Strike 0, but then Weiss might be a bit below everyone else with, like, a 1.5. We'll see how it goes. Okay, there's a strong dragon reaction. Okay, let's see. Oh, we got Dracloak. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Dragon could be good defensively, maybe? I don't know. Wartortle does have Aura Sphere and Ice Beam. More like an Ice Beam. Oh, there is a Fairy. There's like a Whimsicott at the top. I don't know which way to go. I don't know which way to go. Okay. So if we go this way, and then if we do the Clang on the right, that will lead us to... Because Clang could be kind of interesting to have. I don't know. But yeah. Oh yeah, so sorry, to loop back around to a point earlier. Yeah, so I'm not going to be doing the Saturday streams, but we are going to be trying to do extra Dynamax adventures. Well, no, we are going to do extra Dynamax adventures on weekdays, and then we might do an extra Dynamax adventure on Sunday. as well. So basically, we are going to be doing 4 or 5 extra Dynamax Adventures per week. And given we were doing 8 on Saturday, it actually means we're not really going to be doing, like, a whole lot less in terms of the actual doing Dynamax Adventures, because we're only going to be doing a few fewer. So we're actually not going to be, like, lowering our odds of getting shinies too much or anything like that, but it just makes more sense that if you guys are already here and you're already watching, having slightly longer streams on the weekdays will be good and stuff like that. So, yeah. Right. Here we go. Right, here we go. Very nice. Actually, no, that's not nice. That's not nice at all. Okay, I'm using 1 head smash because I don't want to lower my own defense because of scale shot, but then I'll get to it afterwards. Oh, ice beam. More like an ice beam. Right, Psyshock. Right, and then I'm going to go Scale Shot, which is a bit less accurate, but I will have to go for it. But yeah, and then, sorry, to then loop back forward again, so Okami. So, it wasn't a bad game, right? I do just want to say that. Like, it does have a certain something to it. There are some things about it that are very, like, good and satisfying. There are some things that are just very original and unique about it. There are things I liked about it. But there were a lot of things I also didn't like about it, or that annoyed me or whatever. And that really did get me thinking, what do I enjoy about video games? Okay, so this is for Guzzlord. I don't know who... We're doing like a Whimsicott and something else, so I probably need to make like Harry McIntyre and get out of here before that. I just don't know when I need to. I can't remember what was next. What was next? I can't remember what was next. What was next? I'm going to keep Relicanth. Dang it. We probably didn't want the Slowbro. But okay. Oh, no, actually, no. Fire is good. Oh, no, Steel and... Oh, no, this will be fine. This will be fine. Okay. Oh! That's the other thing I didn't say. Bug. Bug is good. Fairy's the best, but then Dragon, Ice, Fighting, and Bug. Oh, so we want to keep Scolipede then. Okay, so if we get rid of, like, Slowbro... If we got rid of Slowbro and maybe Relicanth, that could be okay. Wait, why wouldn't you use a Leaf Storm on a Gastrodon? Leaf Storm on a Gastrodon's amazing! Crud. I'm gonna set up the rain. I'm so sorry if this messes up Slowbro. I'm aware that this was gonna mess up Slowbro. And hey, it's the cheat. Hey, it's a big fat phony! Okay, but okay. But no, but so Okami, but it really got me thinking about what do I like about games? And when I never like in life when I don't like something that other people like, but it's always also this interesting thing where but the thing I do then enjoy is the process of figuring out why. And it's like, is there something wrong with me? Is it just that you know, not necessarily am I right and are other people wrong, but I have to figure out, like, okay, why do other people like this and why do I not like it? And what is it? And, you know, like Legends Arceus, you know, it's like a lot of that, you know, the two main things I got from that game are like basically the entire Sinnoh Dex in shiny form, and then just kind of like this journey I've been on for the last few years of being like, this is why I don't like Arceus. So, okay, here we go. It helps put things with helps to put things into perspective. Yeah. So, but I am glad I've played it because it was always a game that I'd heard good things about, and I've always been curious about it. And so I'm glad that I like did the $5 sale thing, and that I finally got to test it out, and I finally got to see what it's about. And the most important thing is that I know I'm not getting that sequel. But a bunch. No, I'm kidding. But I won't get the sequel. I'm fine. I don't care if it gets like 99% on IGN. I don't care. It ultimately, just wasn't my thing, and I think it was like some kind of relic of the past. Maybe a new one. Oh, I didn't even talk about like the maps and stuff. Like the map was annoying, and like the menus were annoying. Like using like the L and the R buttons to navigate them. Oh my gosh, I didn't even put that in there. But yeah, just a bunch of weird things. But I'm glad I played it, and I'm glad you nudged me and wongered me into it, Kramin. And I am very thankful. And again, I know it's like you just ranted about it for like 30 minutes. It's like, no, but I really am glad to have played it. And it did have some cool stuff. Like, I loved using the rosary beads. Those were like a really satisfying weapon to use. See, here's the thing, right? Again, this is my thing about, like, the game. And about it, like, it takes too long to do things. I think that at the beginning of the game, you should have had one shield, one sword, and one rosary, right? Like, they should have given you one of each. Because then you would have had some variance in combat, and you could have found what you liked and what you could have chosen, and like a combination you liked. And then and then you could have like had some enemies where you're like, oh, hang on, I'm going to switch my items here because like having like 2 swords is better here than like my usual setup or whatever. But because like you just use like the shield at the beginning of the game for ages, you just like don't, you just like don't, like, the combat's just so basic at the beginning, and I don't think you benefit from it. I don't think it's like, oh, well, they're just kind of like easing you into the game. It's like, no, I think an easing into the game, so we'll go right here for the fairy. I think it does have a fairy move. I hope it has a fairy move. But yeah. But I think if it had one of every weapon at the beginning of the game, that would have been a better introduction to the combat than just having, like, the shield. Because the shield was just kind of like, tap the button, tap the button, tap the button. And that's kind of all you did on every on every, like, enemy. It was kind of just like the 1, 2, 3 combo, or the 1, 2, 3, 4 combo. It's just like why, like that's kind of all the combat was at the beginning. And yeah, so, and then so we definitely want the Whimsicott here, and we'll definitely get rid of Slowbro to do it. So yes. Ooh, Steel Spike, nice. It's a shame Scolipede doesn't have a poison move, because then we'd, like, really beat this thing quickly and easily. Oh, no! Well, that's not great. I'm using the shield. Why? I know, I was thinking of, like, making some kind of joke akin to that, and I'm glad you did, because I did not take my chance there. Head Smash. Okay, that did not do very much. Flamethrower. More like a flamethrower. Okay, I'm going to head smash again. Hopefully it hits. Oh, sorry, I didn't even realize Keeper put Slow King. But yeah, Slow Bro. If I said Slow King, yeah, Slow Bro. But no, you're good, Keeper. Okay. Ooh, 2, 4, 6, 8. That cheer was great. That cheer was great. Okay. That was a good cheer. Nicely done. I mean, you don't like seeing a Marshtomp dying, but when you get a cheer like that, it's pretty good. Okay, play rough. You treat me like a stranger and you use play rough. Oh, and there's the head smash. Woo! Okay, here we go. Right, here we go. So we want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. Okay. So, yeah. Um, um, but yeah, so there are just, I do feel like there are things that could, again, I don't know, like, how many symbols it realistically could have gotten away with, without being, like, too complex or, like, overly complicated. I do think something like a lightning bolt would have been fine for, like, electricity. I don't think that needed to be a, you know, harness the elements. Like, oh, there's some thunder, there's some lightning and thunder in the background. I wonder what that's for. You know, or like, oh, there's a big lightning rod thing. I wonder if there's some lightning around. Like, you know. I mean, how would you draw, like, flames or something? I don't know. Would you draw the fire blast symbol? I know that's, like, some kind of Japanese for, like, fire or whatever. I don't know. But right, it's the Guzzlord. But yeah. So basically, I just had this really interesting time with Okami, and there were just a number of points, again, more so in the first part of it, again, no, I think, like, exclusively in the first half of the game, where I was like, do I want to keep playing this? Do I want to keep playing this? Like, I didn't know. But I'm glad I did. I'm glad I stuck it out. And yeah, and the final boss was kind of interesting. It was quite long, but, you know, it was kind of interesting. And yeah, so thank you, Kramin, and I'm glad I got to talk this out. But guys, I felt so bad because, like, Kramin, like, encouraged me to get the game, and when I wasn't enjoying it at first, I was kind of picturing Kramin being like, this is, like, my favorite game of all time, and that's why I wanted you to play it, and stuff like that. And I mean, to be honest, Kramin, if you want to, like, elaborate more on your sort of reasoning for it, but basically Kramin said that, like, Kramin had an experience where, like, you actually, like, walked away from the game and then came back to it. And so once you said that, I felt so much better. And I was like, oh, okay. And it's why I don't feel bad about saying all this stuff. Because, again, it's like, Bo, like, this, like, you're talking about Kramin's favorite game. It's like, well, I don't know if it is Kramin's favorite game. I mean, if it is, sorry, I just trashed your favorite game. But basically, I found it, like, a really interesting experience. And once you had said that you had, like, stepped away from it, that I was like, oh, interesting. Because I don't, like, step away from games, really. Or not since I was a kid. There were, like, a couple of games when I was a kid where I kind of stopped them and then came back to them. But now I either play games all the way through, or I'm like, I'm not interested in this. I'm never playing it again, kind of thing. So, well done, everyone. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. And don't forget, we just beat a dragon. So don't forget that. And no disconnects either. Although maybe I should have waited until we actually caught the Pokemon to say that. But yeah. Honestly, you're more likely to stop watching a movie than to give up on a game. Too stubborn to admit defeat. I mean, admittedly, games cost more. And, like, a movie can just be something, like, on the TV or on a streaming service. And so you, like, haven't really, like, overtly paid for it, or, you know, just like, oh, I just recorded this, or it's part of my subscription or whatever. I think maybe, like, when you, like, play games that you're, like, subscribed to, you'd be more likely to stop them or something. But yeah, if you bought a game, yeah, if I bought a game, I'd be very unlikely to stop it. Oh, you simply said to go for it because it's on sale and it's something different from what you normally play. See, that's what I mean. That's, like, such a simple reason. But in my head, when you did it, I thought you were being like, this is my favorite game, and it's on sale, and, like, you know, because I mod for you and stuff, and, you know, just, I think you'll, like, really enjoy this. Like, I think just you'll really have a fun time with this, and that it will become one of your favorite games too. And I'm like, Susano, I hate you. Isun, I hate you. So... right, here we go. Dracloak is a Dracnoke. Clang! Oh, is not shiny. I need... Do I have one Clang or two? I need more Clang. Clang with the trolley. Whimsicott is not shiny. But will we get the orange creamsicle Guzzlord? No. Like, nah, just encouraging a different experience since it was on sale. Yeah, no, I mean, I am my Nintendo boy, and I do like to, you know, branch out from Nintendo. Like, for the past decade, that is what I've been doing. And Okami is something that I had always heard of. And so I'm glad to have tried it, and I'm very grateful. Um, but right, Drakloak, no. Clang, no. Whimsicott, no. Guzzlord, no. Let me just check the old spreadsheet arena. Where'd I put my phone? And then we'll get on to... And then we'll figure out Team 5, and then that'll be... and then that'll be our final one. But let's just figure this out. So Drakloak is a no. Do I need Clang, or do I need Clink Clang? I need neither? It's neither? Really? Whimsicott, though. Surely I need Whimsicott. I don't need Whimsicott? What even is this? What is this nonsense? Okay, I need Scolipede. But not Whimsicott? Okay. Whimsicott Shiny is great. Okay. So, like, well, that's the thing. For $5, and I, like, had, like, gold coins to spend. So I got it for, like, less than $2 or something. So for less than $2, it's an experience I'm glad to have had. If I had bought, like, a physical copy at, like, full price or even, like, half price or something, you know, and I bought it myself, but I would have just been like, I'm kind of disappointed in that. But for what it was, and when it was, and how it was, I'm glad. I'm glad. Right. Okay. So, so here we go. We don't need to delete any notes. So Onlara is going to be hosting Pheromosa. So chat, my lovely chat. That's why I put Kevin first, because I figured Kevin may need to go. Thank you so much, Kevin. Have a great time. I'll see you on Thursday, hopefully. Hang on. Why do I keep... Ugh. I keep doing that wrong. Okay. Template X. Template X. Gotta go fast. Could you guys strike the number of times you've played? If you're... Onlara doesn't need to do this. If Weiss wants to do this, remember to put a 0.5 at the end of your number. And then it's going to be strike number of times you played. Let me know if you can do Pheromosa, okay? I might have just spelled that wrong. I don't know if it's... Is it Pheromosa or is it Pheromosa? Anyway, Buck, ready, set, bow. Let me know if you're around, if you want to do Pheromosa. We may need to do the Nightbot negative selection game. Or the Nightbot negative selection game. And then here we go. So, let's get back to the spreadsheet. So let's see. Okay, we have a strike 1. We have a strike 1.5. I feel like there were, like, 2 other people earlier, but I can't remember. I mean, if it's just the 2 of you, then we'll, like, go for it. But, it is Pheromosa. Dang, I knew it. Oh, you thinking it was one of my favorite games can lead to another interesting topic. What's everyone's favorite games ever? Like, give a top 3, Kramen asks. Good question, whilst we figure out the strike. Who was here earlier? Wasn't there someone here? Hang on. Oh, was it like Cheese or Sky? Okay, I mean, hey, if this is as simple as just saying let's just get Kieran and Weiss in, let's just get Kieran and Weiss in. Okay, so this is going to be Onlara hosting, and we're going to have Kieran and Weiss. And that sounds nice with extra rice. Onlara says Soul Silver, Kingdom Hearts BBS, because I don't know my different Kingdom Hearts, and then hard to pick third. Maybe Minecraft or Stardew Valley. I mean, I find it hard to pick a top 5 because, like, I don't know, there's just so many different genres and stuff, you know? It's like Super Mario World is definitely a favorite of mine, and I'd probably have to say, like, Donkey Kong Country 2. But it's like, what's like a third one? You know, is it like a 3D Mario? Is it a Pokemon game? Is there like some other something that I've really loved? Like the thing I'm playing right now, for example? I don't know. Because I just can't. Like often when I do a lot of top blah blah blahs, I think I need to limit it. I can't limit it. I have to be like, look, here's like my top like 7, or something, like Mario Galaxy. Right, okay, internet. So make sure you're connected to the internet. Make sure you talk to the lady. Make sure you say yes, please. Make sure you say anything goes, unless you're on Lara hosting a Pheromosa. And then we'll kind of take it from there. And we'll wait for an on Lara code. Oh, Kieran said Yokai Watch, Psychic Spectres, Ultra Moon, and then Yokai Watch 3. Interesting. Wild Arms 3, Kingdom Hearts, Dark Cloud 2 for Shibatooth. Okay, so we're going to go 0211 and then 0450. Very nice. Oh, error on Kieran's end? Well, don't worry, Kieran, you've got time. So disconnect, turn off, turn on, disconnect, reconnect. You should be good. If you do have any issues though, like in 2 minutes, let us know. If it gets down to like 30 seconds and you're like, you know, I don't think I'm gonna make it, then you'll be fine. Because we've got time. Oh, you made that very quickly. There we go. What is this? Pheromosa. So it's bug and fighting, which means it's super duper mega weak to flying. But it's also weak to fire, psychic, and fury. And I think that's it, right? I think it's Guzzlord and the extra bug typing that is the one I always forget. Because I know there's one where I always like forget something. And I think it is bug on Guzzlord that I'm always thinking of. And I'm like, is that it? So yeah. So what did I say? Flying, fire, psychic, fairy. So I mean, I guess Nidoking. Nidoking does have good resistance to it. Chat. I now have 848 Pokemon that are shiny out of 1,025 on Pokemon Go. Oh, Golurk. What else was there? Although I actually have like 850 if I transferred in 2 things from Pokemon Go that I haven't transferred yet. But I'm going to keep them there for a while. There is a Carkol on the right. There's an Escavalier on the left. Wouldn't it be hilarious if I got a Escavalier? I'm not actually seeing any of the things I talked about. Oh gosh. I did say Psychic was better, which is why I picked Bronzong. On Lara, if you have any idea about switches and stuff, let me know, because I actually don't know here. I did not see, like, many or any of the types we were talking about. I didn't see, like, fire or flying. I don't think I really even saw, like, fairy or psychic. And it's like, if we have an Ordino, we, like, need to get rid of that. Cradilly is weak to fighting as well, so we, like, need to get rid of that. I guess, like, we can keep Mr. Mime and Nidoking for a while. And then, like, and we can get rid of Cradilly and Ordino. Like, Bronzong we want to switch, right? I saw Heliolisk as well. But that's the thing, so Heliolisk, like, that's weak to Pheromosa, so we don't want that. But yeah. Yeah, I noticed because I was hoping the electric was going to be an Emolga, because Emolga's really good for Pheromosa. But, Cradilly's the main one who needs to swap, as you do at least have a fire move. That's true. That's true. And Ordino is, like, a good support Pokemon. It's just we don't really want it for, like, Pheromosa. Because I saw that there was, like, a Machoke somewhere. But obviously that's not good, really. Oh, clap, 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 clap. Right, I'm gonna Fire Punch. More like Fire Brunch. Okay, here's Max Flare. Let's see how much this does, and then we can figure out who is stronger. So, Ordino might be, like, the teensiest bit stronger. Use your energy ball. Defense drop? No. Okay, oh, here's the max steel spike. Show me potato steel spike. Oh, crud. Oh, crud. Oh, crud. I didn't use high horsepower because Bronzong has levitate. So I needed to use fire punch. It's not just that it physically levitates, it's that it also does have levitate. Okay, well, we can't helping hand anyway. Yeah, so let's switch Cradilly, and then we'll try and figure out if we can switch Ordino. Right. 2, 4, 6, 8. Is this cheerfeeble or great? Okay, fire punch, more like a fire lunch. Okay, here we go. Max Flare. Max Flare from on Lara. I'm sorry, I'll leave now. Ancient Power. Will we get the Omni Boost? No. Oh, it's using Skill Swap, but it failed. I guess Skill Swap maybe doesn't work when you're Dynamaxed, unless it tried to use it against Ordino, maybe. Yeah, we could try a Helping Hand on Ordino just to see how much damage it does this time. Now that the sun is up and like for science. But here we go. Oh, clap, 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 clap. Okay, we're going for Nidoking. Right, Fire Punch. Oh, come on, burn it, burn it, burn it. Oh, come on. Max Flare over there. Oh, so close. And Energy Ball. Yes, we did it. Well done. Oh. Okay. So well done, everyone. We made it through. But yeah. So yeah, let's get rid of Cradilly. 07 Cradilly. But Bronzong is a pretty nifty support Pokemon. Actually, you know what a funny thing is? Bronzong skill swapping with Nidoking. You could get rid of Nidoking's rivalry, and it wouldn't impact Bronzong, and Nidoking would get a ground immunity for the poison. That's actually an interesting strat. If we ever go up against, like, any gendered Pokemon or, like, gendered legendaries. Not that you would use Nidoking against, like, Latios or something, but still. Okay. Do we want a Scavalier just because we've got a load of fire moves? And then, who have we got? There's, like, grass. The water's Pukumuku. Oh, Sceptile. The electric is... What was the electric? Was it like a Raichu or something? I can't tell. It had like a very waggly tail. Like, was it Togedemaru, maybe? It looked small, and it looked like it had a tail that kind of swayed side to side behind it, which maybe is Togedemaru. Jolteon? I don't think it was Jolteon, because I looked to... Jolteon's got quite a long silhouette, I think. We'll have to look, we'll have to look. I do think the electric is probably going to be the way to go. But... yeah... The Jolteon might... Sorry, the electric... I think the electric is probably going to be the way to go, rather than Sceptile, because, like, Sceptile is weak to bug. Actually, a Scavalier... I will just say, a Scavalier, defensively, could be pretty good against Pheromosa. Like, I mean, it's better than Ordino. And if we're going up against an electric type, I think a Scavalier does have, like, Drill Run or something. Oh, Dedenne. Oh, Dedenne it might have been. And Dedenne has Fairy. Fairy! Oh, if it was Dedenne, that would be good. Yeah. Because I think it's like a Pika clone. But I just couldn't tell which one. It's either going to be Togedemaru, or it's going to be Dedenne, I think. It might be Dedenne. I still think we should double switch for a Scavalier here. Because I think a Scavalier could be a good, just like, defensive option. And it could just sit and, like, use Razor Shell or something. I don't know. Because it's just, if the electric type isn't very good, I don't want to, like, force Ordino to switch for an electric type when we know that a Scavalier could be a like a save, like a Scavalier could be good now, and then either we could do like a double switch, or like I could switch because I've only got like Fire Punch. But yeah, but I think let's get a Scavalier just because we know we don't want Ordino and we don't want to box ourselves in a corner. And then, because I think a Scavalier does have a really good defense stat, so that will actually genuinely be helpful for like Pheromosa. Mr. Mime is like a double-edged sword, right? Like it's weak to it, but strong against it. Oh no, it was... Sorry, it was the Heliolisk. Sorry, we said about Heliolisk earlier. Yeah, I still think we want to fight it, but we don't want to switch for it. Sorry, Kieran. You were saying Heliolisk, and I was like, no, I know there's a Heliolisk, but I forgot that the Heliolisk was this electric type. I knew there was a Heliolisk at the beginning, like I said about it, but I forgot that the electric type I was now looking at for like this particular instance was the same Heliolisk from before. I forgot that there was like, no, it's the same Heliolisk. Oh, okay. So, but yeah, so I'm really sorry. I forgot, I forgot Heliolisk was in the top left. I'd said about it before, because it's like weak to Pheromosa, so we don't want this, but that's why it's like, yeah, we don't want this. I'm going to high horsepower. If you've got a fire move, fire is essentially super effective against Heliolisk because of its ability. But no, well done for remembering it, Kieran. Because, like, in my head, basically, I was thinking of, like, some other place on the map it was. So I was like, yeah, there was... Yeah, we saw, like, a Heliolisk somewhere, but right now we're choosing between, like, Sceptile and an electric type. And it's like, no, the Heliolisk was the electric type. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, Bronzong is big. Oh, yeah, don't use any priority moves, I guess. Unless they're, like, that kind of priority move. Please let my attack hit here. Okay, so using agility. Heliolisk isn't too big a threat if you have the right team for it, which is pretty nice. Right, here's the high horsepower. More like a high horsepower. Okay. Okay, yay, we did it. What move did a Scavalier try to use? Because if you tried to use Razor Shell, we would have healed it back up, which is funny. But we did it. The battlefield got weird. I mean, this whole stream has been weird, to be honest. Again, fishy. Where is Zach? Fishy Zach. This would have been the perfect stream for Fishy Zach to have been in. Okay. Oh, yeah, it had Drill Run. Oh, yeah, Drill Run would have been... Yeah, no, Drill Run would have been good. Okay, so yeah, we do not want this. We don't really care for, like, Mud Slap strats. Again, Pheromosa is very weak and frail. But yeah. So nothing here. Nope. I think we have an okay team here. And if Mr. Mime Dynamaxes and uses, like, Max Mindstorm, that would be really good. And it'll power up Bronzong as well. So we actually, weirdly enough, are going to end up having, like, Psychic strats for this, I guess? You were helpful on Lara. You helped. Right, here we go. It's the Pheromosa. It is with an O. It's Pheromosa, not Pheromosa. Pheromones, not pheromones. Although, is it pheromones? See, that's the thing. I thought it was pheromones, but then Pheromosa. Anyway, we'll figure it all out. Right, here we go. So, Dynamax if you got it, and let's do this thing. Here we go. We're going big. Oh, it is pheromone. Dang, okay, we learn something new every day. Because I always hear people sort of say, like, pheromones, which sounds like pheromones, you know. It sounds like, it sounds more like you could have, like, a U in it than like, an O, the way people sort of pronounce pheromones. I'm going to try and say pheromones in future rather than pheromones. Right, anyway, Bark, why am I being boring? Right, here we go. So, the Mindstorm is up. And then Fire Punch. More like a fire lunch. Right, Zen Headbutt. Nice. Very well done. Right. Well done. Wow. Okay, yeah, we beat that very convincingly. But that's the weak defense. Oh, you're literally a linguistics major in college. It's not boring to you. Ah. Cool. I like that. Right. Sorry. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Get those emojis in. Like the video if you haven't already. We just beat a ladybug. Miraculous. And let's see how this goes. Right. Bronzong is not shiny. I will just say, after Community Day Sunday, if I get shiny Escavalier here, that will be hilarious. It's not shiny, though. Heliolisk is not shiny. But let's see if we've got my first ever Ultra Beast, my first ever wild card. Give me the Black Legging Pheromosa. I don't think that's shiny. Weiss, you got a Shundo. Nice. Right, Bronzong, no. Escavalier, no. Heliolisk, no. And Pheromosa, no. But yeah, no. No. Okay. No shinies for you, Monado boy. But yeah. Okay. So let me check the old spreadsheeterino. Do I need a Bronzong? The answer is no. Do I need an Escavalier? No. Oh, I don't need a Escavalier. Do I need a Heliolisk? No. Oh, well, that sucks. There are all these Pokemon which I'm like, but I fight these all the time. Why have we not got any to keep? But I guess some of them are just the initial options or whatever, eh? Okay. Oh, Darkness! You got it unlocked. Excellent. Well, then from Thursday onwards, you will be able to join us, and I look forward to it. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this is all just like a no. I'm going to go with the Escavalier because it's a trade evolution. Like, why not? And in honor of the Community Day. Okay. When will I get my first Ultra Beast? That is the question. I guess we'll have to wait for Thursday. Thursday the 13th. Will the 13th be our lucky day? Find out on Thursday. Zonda Day. But yeah. Okay. Guys, gals, non-binary pals. This has been really, really fun. I'm very grateful to all of you for joining. I'm going to go and get some food. And then feed some stray kittens and give them food. And that'll be it. So yeah, so enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your Wednesday. Enjoy the beginning of your Thursday. And I will see you guys on Thursday afternoon, 2 p.m. for more Dynamax Adventures, Shiny Hunting Strike streams. Where, yeah, we're going to be doing 5 per time. Because I have that little bit of extra breathing room now. That's thing. I even have time to go, like, cook some food now. Before going to do the kittens. So, yeah. So take care. Lots of love. Stay safe out there. Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, have a good couple of days. See you on Thursday. Bye.